What's up, y'all? This is Jordan with Be Ready Self-Defense. I got my buddy Cooper here with us today. We got Perrin behind the camera. And today we are going to go over just one of our knife defense principles. We're actually going to do a little bit of a series, which will just be a playlist on YouTube, going over our different knife principles. So we'll start with the first one today. Now, real quick, because I know we're going to get the keyboard warriors in the comments, our context right now is we are past like the pre-knife engagement part, okay? Because someone's gonna say, oh, you can just run, why don't you just shoot him? Okay, like, we're done with that part. We've already gone through those options, and the context is I have to engage him, right? I can't shoot or I can't just run for whatever reason. I gotta go hand to hand with him. So our principles, and they're not always specifically in this order, but typically they are. It's gonna be framing, forward pressure, 2-on-1 control, and then striking or transitions or takedowns, takeaways, or disengagement. Okay, so we have about 5 main principles. We'll throw them on the screen here somewhere so you can look at them. But yeah, just like that. But we're just gonna talk about that first one today, which is framing. And if we wanna get more specific, it's actually gonna be framing, catching, or jamming. So let's talk about that. So framing is typically gonna be if I have some space, right? And I can get kind of inside one of these outside angle stabs, whether it's from the side like that, from low, whatever, okay? Framing, I'm building this, I like to say just past 90 degrees. That gives me just a nice wall here. Now, traditional Krav Maga, you're gonna see one frame and one punch. We don't like that because I got 2 different things I gotta think about in a pretty stressful scenario. And my attention is probably gonna be here on the thing trying to kill me. So trying to handle this and this at the same time, it's too much for my brain to process. We'll get to the striking. So I like to go two frames on the knife hand, right? And to me, this is my strike, right? This is not, I'm not just here, I'm not stationary while he's stabbing, go ahead and stab. I don't wanna like back into it. I am into this, okay? I'm popping that arm as hard as I can. Maybe I'm popping arm and like into the collarbone or into the neck. So it is a hard frame, and I'm gonna keep that frame all the way through until I get my 2-on-1 control, but we won't go that far. Okay, number 2 is gonna be catching. Catching, and these all kind of depend on context. Catching to me is like, we're close range, right? We're close range and maybe he's already stabbing me. A lot of times we'll do knife drills where the person is already getting stabbed and then they're reacting. So catching is like I'm here already, or maybe I'm turning in and I'm getting stabbed. Oh shoot! And I'm just putting hands on as quickly as I can. Right? This is my most immediate and closest defense is here. And I mean, it could be a mix. It could even be like a frame into a catch because maybe it's just really wild. I don't know exactly what it's gonna be. But sometimes it's not gonna be that easy, and maybe this is what I get, is I get a catch. Third one is gonna be jamming. And this is one that I don't see people talk about. I think this is pretty unique to what we teach, is this jamming principle. I've seen a lot of people talk about framing, I've seen a lot of people talk about catching, but not jamming. Because what if you get a guy like this, that's just really tight, yeah, super tight stabs, he's not giving me wide angles, he's not already right here for me to catch, he's kind of working in and out, really giving me a hard problem. Yeah, he's giving me a tough time. Now, I'm not saying this is gonna be like your average knife attacker. In fact, you might be pretty screwed if this happens, but if I do get a real jittery kind of guy, I'm gonna jam. I'm gonna bring both forearms in front of me because I want the meaty part of my forearm. I don't want veins or anything like that. I want this side of my forearm, outside forearm. I'm gonna protect vitals, right? Heart and lungs, face, neck. Because I can take stabs and slashes here, even to the top of your head. You can take it. So I'm gonna protect vitals, and I'm just gonna come in. And then I'll move to maybe a frame or a catch. And then we keep moving on to 2-on-1 control, striking, all that good stuff. So if I got a really tight dude, he's coming in and out, I can't quite like maybe get my frame or catch it. I'm gonna jam and I'm gonna come in. Okay, so quick drill we can do for this with your students is if Cooper's my partner and I'm the knife attacker, Cooper's defending, I'm just gonna feed him, okay? And I say feed intentionally. I'm not trying to beat him right now. I'm not trying to mess Cooper up as bad as I can. We're nice and flowy. I'm feeding him look so he can react. And we're just gonna mix it up. You know, I'll kind of give him if I want a good frame, I'll kind of feed him a situation where he might want to frame. Maybe I kind of want to test more of his catching, so I might kind of come in close and give him something more like this and work his catching. Or if I want him to start jamming, then I'll be a little bit sneakier, so he's got to come in and jam. There's no wrong or right with this. He's gonna mess up from time to time, and that's fine, right? That's okay. He might mess up. Good, jams there. And catch it up. Good, and we'll just keep running that for a little bit. I'll just keep feeding him over and over again. Your students will mess up. That's okay. Knife defense is not perfect, guys. This isn't a kill-proof system or principles or concepts. Shit happens, you get stabbed, you get cut, all that crap. But we're just trying to mitigate damage and get control. All right, guys, that's it for today. So again, just going over that first principle concept of knife defense, which is going to be framing, catching, or jamming. Know the difference. Make sure you drill. That's the only way to get better at this. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we're going to do a whole entire knife series. It's going to be a playlist, so I'll start that playlist on this first video. So each video in the playlist will be one of those principles or concepts in the whole series. So make sure you subscribe, and also make sure that you turn on notifications so that you see that video right away as soon as it's live and you don't miss out. Like this video, comment your thoughts down below. This is Jordan and Cooper and Perrin with Be Ready Self-Defense. Trained perfectly. Do you know it? Alright, that's it for today, guys. This is Jordan Cooper, Perrin with Be Ready Self-Defense. Train perfectly,
fight ferociously,
and be ready.